I see you still wearing hunger in your voice, Lena. That's good. Hunger sells.
You didn't bring me here for performance review.
No. I brought you here because he's getting too close. The detective. He's beginning to see the cracks in the dream.
Then let me break them. One note at a time.
Careful, darling. Power without control becomes a curse. With the melody, do you remember how it works?
I sang, they listen. I breathe, they follow. I moan, and they forget they were ever free.
That's the poetry of it. But the truth, the power lives in the contract. They give you their attention, you take their will. Every soul bends a little more, and with each one, you grow stronger, until your voice ain't yours anymore. It's mine, wearing your perfume.
So what is Ray Gibson to you? Another soul to pocket?
He's a man still clinging to truth. That makes him dangerous. You don't want to kill him, Lena. You want him to choose you. That's the real power.
I did some more digging around the club that night. Found this pendant. Not sure who it belongs to. Does it belong to Lena? Or does it belong to Carmen? I gotta find out. The next day, I got a visit from a woman who said her husband had gone missing. Not another one. Not in this town.
You are the detective they talk about?
Depends on what they saying.
They say you find what no one else can. They look in places decent folks won't. Whitmore, Clara. It's my husband, Elijah. He gone missing.
When?
3 nights ago. He said he was heading down by the river to clear his mind after work. He never came home. No one's seen him since, not even his drinking buddies.
You go to the police?
They say colored men disappear every week in this city. Said he probably ran off and got drunk, but he ain't that kind of man.
You think something happened to him?
Wives turning up at church saying their husband not the same no more, like something inside of him.
This is a place of peace. If you came here with war on your tongue, take it back where you came from.
I came with a message, not war. You still praying for this town, preacher?
Every day. Sometimes at night I don't even sleep until I can feel the devil loosen his grip.
Well, maybe you ought to be praying that Ray Gibson stops digging before he hits something sharp.
You want me to tell him to stop?
I want you to remind him that not all truths lead to light. Some lead to graves.
Lena, help me understand something. If you're so sure of your powers, why are you worried about a man with a badge and broken faith?
Because he's stubborn enough to believe he can fight what he doesn't understand. That makes him dangerous to himself and others.
You're afraid of what he'll find.
I'm afraid he'll bleed before he does. Tell him to let it go. Tell him the dead are dead. Tell him the living got better things to fear.
And if I don't?
Then maybe we'll see who you really preach for when the shadows start answering back.
Lord, give that boy strength. The devil just sent his prophet.
After that interesting interaction with my secretary the other day, let's just say things got a little more interesting.
I thought I'd find you in here.
Yeah, I'm still here. What you trying to bribe me with some southern hospitality?
I thought we could both use something warm.
Sit down.
You know, do you ever feel like we're just ghosts, just flying around, still out here living?
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm already dead. And this office is where I go to haunt myself.
You don't deserve that, right? You don't have to keep punishing yourself, right?
Maybe I do. Maybe I deserve it.
You don't deserve any of this. It wasn't in your control of what happened. You always try to do the right thing. You always do.
You know what? It's funny. It doesn't feel like that.
You don't have to be alone tonight, right?
There's always a calm before the storm. But sometimes the calm is trapped. The storm always in the room, wearing perfume and whispering my name. I had to go to the store that morning, but on my way, I ran into the one and only Gold Mouth.
Well. If it ain't the lawman, Raymond Gibson, alive and unjailed. What a pleasant surprise.
You know what? I didn't expect to see you without handcuffs on your hand.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd see you crawling back this side of town. Figured a ghost got you by now.
They trying.
3 years. Where it was, you came clean. Found Jesus or a new Fed job in a clean white town.
Look, I came back to bury the dead, not dig it up.
You think this town got salvation for you, Ray? Well, it don't. It's got blood, debt, and death. Why not get paid on the way down?
Look at here, man. The last time I dealt with you, Gold Mouth, 4 people died and the church caught on fire.
That was a beautiful church now, wasn't it?
Listen here, man. You touch me or mine, and I'll put you in the dirt next to Spanky's secrets.
You ain't no saint, Ray. And you ain't done with me yet.
After I left Goldmouth, I headed to the store. It was kind of late, so they had closed. But I came across a real interesting young lady.
What you got there, kid?
It's my drawing.
Let me see. You got some skills, kid.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Naomi.
Naomi, okay. Where you stay?
I stay on Fuller Street with my mom and grandma.
Fuller Street. What's your mom's name?
Delilah Moore. Anyway, I got to go. Nice meeting you, Mr. Detective.
Yeah. Yeah, nice meeting you too, kid.
End up going to Evelyn's apartment to tell her about what I found.
Ray, it ain't what it look like, Ray.
It looks like a widow too busy for mourning.
Ray, well, he was just comforting me.
Save it. I heard confessions from fewer excuses. Look, I thought I'd come by and warn you about what I found. But it makes me wonder if you two are part of this rooting, crazy sickness in this place.
You think I don't rest with what I've seen and what I carry? You think loneliness don't scrape a soul raw?
Frankie, your husband is still cold in the ground.
Ray, and she's still breathing, Ray. You don't think we want justice? We just trying to survive out here, Ray. We just trying to survive.
Ray Gibson.
You're looking in the wrong direction, Detective. You want answers about Frankie? Ask Milton Briggs.
Briggs from the old shipyard?
For now, if he's still breathing.
It was about to storm that night. With the information I just received, I couldn't stay in. I had to go check it out. They told me Milton Briggs was laid up, about to die, in a small garden outside of town. I walked over to Milton. Darn Milton. I didn't make it in time. He was dead. You were going to talk, weren't you, Milton? There was a note pinned to his shirt. He sees through the smoke. The voice is watching. This ain't no regular killer. He sees through the smoke. The voice is watching. It's the only thing I kept repeating in my head as I sat there. Not sure what it's meant. Is it meant for me? Or is it meant for Milton? Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not with flesh and blood. I used to think men kill for money, jealousy, rage, something human. Now, I ain't even sure. devil walks this town. He ain't wearing horns. He's hiding behind pretty faces, sweet voices, and old friends. And somehow, they all saw this coming, but nobody told me. The deeper I go, the less I know. But I feel it now. Something's coming. After the rain stopped, I went out that night, walking, trying to clear my head, trying to figure out what the next move to make. Where do I fit in all this?
Gibson. You should have stayed away.
Shepherd eyes while the wolves feed. You think your book can stop me?
See, that's where you're wrong. This is not just a book. It's a sword. And you are about to taste the edge of it. In the name of Jesus, be still.
You are dust. Your light is fading.
The light will always shine in the darkness. The darkness will never overcome the light. You come at me with lies and chains, but I come at you with the fire of heaven. Get thee behind me, Satan.
He's already marked. The detective belongs to Knock. The blood calls. The blood calls.
By the authority of Jesus Christ.